It's been a bit. Hello, hello, hello. I need to make a tweet real quick. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Wait, no, I should probably do this. Yar. Hold up a second. Ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. Do-doom. Ba-doom, ba-doom. Ba-ba-doom. Hello, it's been a bit. Am I live? I am live. Awesome. Beautiful, incredible, amazing. Absolutely wonderful. What do you mean? Why does my Wi-Fi not work? My Wi-Fi network lets me know whenever a new device is connected. Every once in a while I'll see something like, hey, a new device is connected, and it's my iPad that I've had for years. And for some reason every once in a while it just completely forgets that it exists. To be fair, I don't use it that often. So I guess whenever it does a like I don't know, maybe whenever it does like whatever it is, uh iOS update. That's what I was looking for. Whenever it does an iOS update, maybe it sees it as a different device. Who knows? But I've had this since. Let's see, the iPhone 17 just came out. I got it 3 years ago. So yeah, I've had it for 3 years. I don't know if I can tell by the iPhones because I got this with an iPhone 14 I had to buy because I had an iPhone 7 still, and it stopped getting iOS updates. So 3 years ago for my birthday, I just got a new phone. And luckily, Verizon was having a deal at the time where you can get a phone and an iPad at the same time. So I was like, heck yeah, I'm getting it drawing. I'm gonna draw at work, and that's what I did. And now I haven't drawn in months, and I really need to get on it. Uh, goodness gracious. Uh, I really shouldn't look at Twitter before this. Let's see. All right. Uh, I'm live now. Finally setting up my Christmas tree. Finally setting up my Christmas tree. Ignore the fact that it is the 14th and I am only now getting around to doing this. But just like a oops. I need like one of those kind of emojis. No, I don't need that. I need emojis. I need emojis. Okay, we're gonna go with the upside down smiling face. Da 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 da. Now I need to fish. Yes, I need to fish the spelling. I also need to fix it. I'm live now, finally setting up my Christmas tree. Ignore the fact that it is the 14th and I'm only now getting around to doing this. Please and thunky. Grassy ass. Okay. Poiston. All right, there we go. Going live treat. I remember how to do this. I've streamed before. Oh yeah, well, now I definitely need to check. Okay, so there was quite a while there where I was working on some personal stuff, a personal project, and then literally the second I got this done, I got sick with a terrible cold, and there was just a while there where I could barely speak. And finally this week I feel like I can speak again. I still can't speak very high on my higher register, like go up here, my voice just cuts out because of how much I was coughing, but I finally gotten back around to now I actually feel like no, I finally feel like I can actually talk again. So we're getting back to it. And another thing I realized yeah, Yeah, so I've been doing that for weeks. My body does this really fun thing where whenever I get a cold, it decides to keep the congestion for maybe 4 to 6 weeks after I was actually sick. Luckily, gets rid of the nasal congestion first, but it really likes hanging on to colds and coughs. Coughs, especially, for a long time. I once had a guy at my work ask me, like, hey man, you've been coughing a lot. Are you sure you should be in the office? I was like, bro, I don't have enough days to work from home. Plus, I've been having this cough for 4 weeks because my body hates me. I don't know what you want from me. Hold on. And I, also before this, I was recording some stuff, messing with a bunch of my settings, so I have no idea how this sounds. So I gotta fix that real quick. How do I sound on? Is there no music? No, there's no music coming from here. Oh, I probably have to set this to. Um. Oh wait, I think I know what I need to do instead. Okay, so we'll set this to here, and then I want to do this, and then I want to. Wait, no, no, wait, no, and I want to set this to. What if I set this to this, and then I bumped up the volume? Okay, there we go. There's some background music. All right, now can you bump it up just a little bit more? A little too high. Down just a smidge. I know it's smidge. Don't correct me. All right, now can I be heard all the way back here? Hello, hello. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Perfect. That can't be heard. Okay, good. I'm gonna spend most of the time back there. And one of the another things I noticed is I was really expecting that. Oh, one of the things that I thought I was gonna need to get to update my streaming is, hold on. I just realized my webcams. I need to fix my webcam just a bit. Because I was messing around with that and zooming in quite a bit. Because of stuff that I was working on and recording. Oh my good golly gosh. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay. Okay, do I hold down control? No, I hold down alt. Oh my god. Why does this look crazy? What's gonna be better? Is it showing the bottom or the top? And whatever this is, this needs to fill up the entire screen because it's just gonna be me on camera today. I think it's gonna be better if I show only the. We need to see as much as possible. I'm doing this live. Hello, we're gonna be all the way down here because I have my camera set up to show everything that's behind me too. Because you need to be able to see that. Yes. So I learned a few things. One, I learned a lot about audio. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Let me get back to this. I haven't gone. Okay, let me. Okay, there's like 50 things I've started talking about, and I need to actually finish one of them. First things first. My hair is looking fantastic. Damn, bro. Look at you. Secondly, one of the things I thought I was gonna need to update my streaming was going to be, you know, those like ring lights they have like around their cameras that like point at you so you can turn off the really bright and harsh overhead lights, and also so there isn't just like this blinding sun that's above you if you move the camera up. I really thought I was gonna have to get one of those. Turns out I have a lamp that I just wasn't using and didn't really need anymore. And it's like one of those ones that's, it's like It's like a pole, and it's got like three little lamps that kind of go off of it. Ooh, my armpit sweat. Nice. It's got like three little lamps that go off of it, and like you can turn them all on separately. And I found out if I just turn off one and point it at the ground, that there's then plenty of light for you to see me, and it looks good without having this really harsh overhead light. Yeah, just I've had that. I've had that lamp for long time, at least over a year. Easy, easy. Another thing I learned is that I thought my mic was. I didn't know that when it comes to a mic, it's really important the position of the mic, whether it's like, as you can see here, whether it's on its side like this, or like, say, pointing directly at you. Depending on how it's pointing, really changes the sound quality by a lot. Like a lot. And I thought my mic was one of these mics. Turns out it's one of these mics. And I've been streaming like this for a long time. So now I probably sound a lot better. And I also finally learned about like some filters and stuff. Gee, how do I sound? Do I still sound good? Man, now that I've changed that one thing, I sound so much better on stream. Like, it's crazy. Okay, I'm just checking my sound because listen, sound is really important to me. And I was really hoping to get a better mic set up because I found out this mic really sucks for certain things like singing. Like really sucks for certain things like singing. And no amount of messing with. There was something I was trying to record, and I spent literally 4 days messing with just the sound settings on this to try to get it sound as good as possible with singing, which I think I spent like 4 or 5 days. It was a long time, and eventually I just had to give up. Because I was like, this is as good as I can get it. It sounds a lot better. Probably need to re-put like a gate on it or something so it doesn't catch background sound, but I kind of needed to catch background sound today because I'm going to be back there setting up my Christmas stuff, so probably need to move those pillows too. Also, it might have to be more over there-ish, so I might have to mess with the camera a bit. We'll see. I don't know what this is going to be like. I was just sitting there and I was going to play like the Borderlands stuff, but then I was like, nah. I was talking with my family, and I came up that I hadn't set up my Christmas stuff yet, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just do that tonight. We're just gonna do that. Why not? Who's stopping me? No one's stopping me. There's no one in my chat, so it doesn't matter. No one watches me. Look at me. I'm the only person that watches me. I make this for myself. Maybe others one day. Who knows? There's the trick to that, though. You actually have to be A, entertaining. B, you actually have to have stuff that people want to watch. And C, you have to have a personality that makes the things that people want to watch more entertaining to watch. We're working on those. We're working on those. I feel like I have more personality on stream than anywhere else. I definitely don't have any personality at work. I'm telling you what. I'm just there to collect a paycheck. Even if I share, even though it is what it is, work. I didn't get a Christmas bonus this year, and I'm so sad. It hurts. Oh, speaking of which, I need to something before I get all done. Something live on stream, but I'm not telling you what it is. And there we go. I'll just say I love my parents quite a lot. Get some stuff out of my pockets. What's in my pocket? What's in his pockets is precious. I can't do my Gollum voice. What's in his pockets is precious. My throat is too chopped to do my Gollum impression. Anyways, alright. So today, we're gonna be decorating a Christmas tree. Because why not? And it's the 14th, and I should have done this before now. In fact, I was kept telling myself I was gonna do this before now, and I didn't. Really gotta stop taking my ADHD meds on the weekends. I tell you what, I'm so bad about doing that on Saturdays and Sundays, because whenever I do, I'm like, oh man, I can actually like do stuff like going out, running errands, cooking, cleaning my apartment, instead of just like still in my pajamas at 3 p.m. on my couch watching YouTube going like, I have so much stuff I need or could be doing, but I'm not. Man. But yeah. Anyways, finally I took it today, and I gotta make a habit of it, man. I gotta make a habit of it. I'm really good about it during the weekdays because I have like a set time. Like, oh, I always take the student lunch because I would much prefer to have kind of boost or like the end of work after work, you know. But yeah, so I can get stuff done after work, because it's especially helpful whenever I want to stream after work, you know, because I'm not fucking dead. But yeah, anyways, what was I doing? Oh, I need to move those. I want to keep the pillows because they're a bit iconic at this point, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, no more fiddle faddling, shim-shamming, dilly-dallying around. I gotta set up my ding-dang Christmas tree. Did I bring in the batteries? 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 Are the batteries in my room? They are not. I need to go get the batteries. I shoved it. Because there's one part of my Christmas tree, it's the star at the top, that, for whatever reason, when I bought it, I wasn't paying attention, and it just has its own little battery pack. It doesn't connect to like the lights like most star toppers. Why? You got me. You got me. And I didn't know that when I bought it. And when I did buy it, I got my tree for free from a friend quite a while ago, who got a better one and didn't need it anymore. So he gave me his old one, which is what's up there. And it gets the job done. Let me tell you what, it gets the job done, and I cannot justify spending money on a Christmas tree. But when I did get it, it was like partially into December, so by the time I got around to setting it up and everything, then there was like nothing left at all as far as like ornaments go. I got like this, like some ornaments that I picked up randomly over the years, and I got like the only set of ornaments that was left at like a Hobby Lobby, and like literally the only star topper that they had. And I've just never been able to justify spending money to update this stuff, because it comes around like once a year. You have it up for a couple weeks and that's it. Like, that's a lot of money to spend on something that you're not gonna use. You know what I mean? Especially when I need to save that money for freaking Christmas presents and end of the year stuff, like, you know. Anyways, I'll be back with the batteries. I couldn't remember if I needed AAA or AA, so I just got both, because I'm probably gonna need them at some point. I'm just gonna move this away because we don't really need this right now. It was nice when I was singing for said project that I can't talk about, but yep. Anyways, just saw a pair of socks that are underneath like my little table over here, which is my old desk. I have no idea how long those have been there. Anyways, let's go. Here's hoping there's no spiders in here. That's a real fear, man. I'm in an old apartment and it's full of spiders. That's not a joke. so fun to get out because A, I don't know how I get it up here. B, I don't know how I get it down every year. Because it's barely, I have to like do this. Hold up there. There's something that's good. Okay, I think I gotta move this. Okay, yeah. You said tree topper. That takes batteries for whatever reason. Why make those? Why make tree toppers that take batteries? You're gonna have lights that are gonna have plugs at the end of them that you can plug them into. That's what every single other tree topper has done that uses electricity since the dawn of time. Why would they make one that didn't do that? You feel like it would be cheaper, I feel like it would be more expensive to put all the stuff that uses like batteries than to just put a plug end on it. It's just, yeah, like a female plug. Like, what are we doing here? Anyways. This is like my yearly crash out that finally you get to see. No one gets to see this but me. I've dealt with this for years and no one has known my pain. Let's get this thing out. There we go. This thing is old. My friend had it for a long time. Luckily, they were not a smoker, or else it would stank. Oh yeah, these are my ornaments. It's like the ornaments that was left. There's a few that are missing. That's intentional, not an accident, I swear. It's an accident. They got stuck and I tried to pull them out and they just shattered. They just shattered, man. They were so young. Actually, I have no idea how old these are. These are maybe... I still lived in Memphis when I bought these. These are kind of old. Because I've been here for... I moved here 2021. Going on 4 years here. And I had these for a year or two, so these are at least 5 or 6 years old. Same with that tree topper. Wow, I haven't changed that in all those times. I can't ever justify spending that money. I'm starting to realize that there's a lot of stuff that I do. I think I've been broke for way too long. Or just barely getting by. Perks of being a teacher, where there's just a bunch of stuff that would be really easy to change, but I just can't justify it because of the cost. Let's get this bad boy set up. I don't know if I'm going to leave it in here, because I'm worried that with my computer running, I would trip the breakers. You know how it is. But, actually, you know what? No. Because the plug it's on is literally on the... I usually have it on a plug that's literally on the other side of this wall over here, where it's going to be. So, I think they're probably all in the same break. No, because it usually goes by room. Okay, yeah, and I really need to move this camera down. Okay, yeah, we need to put this more in the middle. Yeah, okay. That's gonna be a much better place. And hey, you can see inside my closet. That's where a lot of stuff is stored. When I first moved into this place, I just kind of stuck all that stuff that was in that closet just in here, and I didn't use this room. Which, for like a year or two. Which is crazy. And in that time, I started streaming too. I had my setup out in my living room, and I just streamed from in there. The sound was terrible. I couldn't do like laundry and stuff while it was going on because it was so loud. And it was super echoey. And then finally I got it like... It was this year when I finally started thinking like, hey, why don't I just use this room that I don't use? No. What I did was I initially cleared all the stuff out in here, and I used this room for like my workout equipment. And then finally, I was like, why don't I just use this room for my streaming? It won't be as echoey, the sound will be better, and I'll have like a door that I can close. Like, what am I doing? So I moved all of my streaming stuff into here. It's like the most obvious thing that took me forever to figure out. Like, what am I doing? Listen, I'll tell you this. I am just smart enough to know how much of an idiot I am. Which, to be fair, is probably pretty good and probably better than average. But, man, there's so many things that I'm like, this is stupid and obvious. Well, no, there's this obvious thing that I could be doing, and it's stupid that I'm doing it the other way. And yet I only just realized this, like, after years of doing it the wrong way. I don't know, that's probably a universal human experience. Do I bring my water in here? Because I'm going to need it. I did not bring my water in here. I gotta leave again. I'll be back. There we go. I really need some water because, like I said, my throat is messed up from being sick. I really thought about tweeting and being like, oh my god, I'm sick. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm not coming back. But no one watches me. No one watches me. Watch. I don't even have bots in my chat right now. That's how bad it is. That's alright. This is what you do. Hey. Streaming advice from someone who has not made it a streamer and has absolutely no reason to be giving you streaming advice. If you want to get better at streaming, you always stream like you're streaming to 1,000 people, even if there's nobody there. Because when somebody finally does show in, they'll see that you're actually giving it all. And I've also heard that when you do have way too many people in chat moves so fast that you can't read anything, and it's basically like you're streaming to yourself anyways. So, you know, practice makes perfect. Oh yeah, another thing I did is yesterday I went and did some shopping, and my little like local shop had, I didn't realize this until after I bought it, but I'm pretty sure it had some new spicy ramen, and I'm pretty sure this is the really spicy ramen that I will see like streamers, I'll see like streamers being like, hey, I'm gonna try this super spicy ramen, and then they just die because they have no spice tolerance. I think that might be that or it could just be like the original version of that. I don't know. I'm gonna try it and see. I don't know if I want to try it on camera. Maybe not Wednesday, not tomorrow. Maybe Thursday, because there's a couple things that I really want to do. Like really want to do. Oh god, there's a couple things I need to do. I want to play like through the new Borderlands stuff. I want to go through the Rush Saves Mercenary Day. I want to try Bloom Reaper. I don't think I have a build for Bloom Reaper, especially not in UVH6 or like True Mode. Hell no. But I want to try those, and I want to do all of those, and then I want to play Dispatch like really bad. I have it. I've had it for a while, and I just haven't touched it because I want to do it on stream. But anyways, we're gonna be getting back into streaming for like a few days. Things about to, I have something that I was doing on Tuesdays. I was actually tutoring somebody, but we're coming to the end of like my time going to be tutoring them. This Tuesday actually is going to be the last time. And then like, it's like, hey, whenever like you're coming up with like finals in college or whatnot, I need some extra help. I'd be able to help you out once then, but I could just, this isn't just something I can do every week now. And because it's been something I've been doing for about 2 years now. And they've grown a lot, but at the same time, like I need to. I, it was one of those things where there's no end in sight to this, um, and I really need to be working on other stuff at night, um, especially because I want to be. I need to be getting back into. I want to be very consistent with streaming going forward, and actually practicing stuff and trying out some new stuff. And I need to get back into drawing too, because I haven't drawn in forever. Um, let's see, and then there's some stuff that I want to finish up as well. I need to finish up. I finished up Jeremy, but I need to finish up the other characters that I want to make, Dorothea and Pensilian, and actually start doing this little idea that I have, where kind of like it's Blue's Clues-esque in nature, and except for where I have a bunch of like talking sentient furniture, and I'm just like the one normal guy who's stuck dealing with their bullshit. But I'm not happy about it, so I make them stream on my behalf. I wanna actually get that going. I've started it a little bit this year, and I got what's his name? I got Jeremy done, but I need to get the other two. I need to get the other two done. And then I don't know how I want to set that up, how I want to start it. That's the thing. I got the characters, I got the idea, but I have no idea A, when I want to start it, or B, how I want to start it. So I got to figure that out too. But we're just gonna go for it. We're just gonna go for it. Especially, well, no, I'm not gonna talk about that. Yeah, but yeah, I want to start giving people actually a reason to stick around. Because right now it's just pretty face who likes to play Vampire Survivors too much. Oh, and that's one thing else that I did. Oh my god. While I was sick, I was sick and I was done with my project, so I didn't have anything to do at night. And also while I was doing the project, I was crashing out because I didn't think it was good enough. I didn't know what I was doing, and I was feeling really sad. And I would get on Vampire Survivors, and I would just try to grind out finally unlocking all the characters, and I did. I finally unlocked all the characters, bought everything in the upgrade shop in Vampire Survivors. The one that was the hardest by far was there was an alternate skin for Soma. It required you to beat the adventure for the Return to Castlevania DLC, which was hard. There was like 41 there's like 41 objectives, and you have to beat all of them in order to get it. And it took me forever, because with the adventures you basically just start over at nothing, no upgrades or anything, and you can't use any coins or gold that you got outside of the adventure, only stuff that you got inside the adventure. So, and it took me forever, and I was fighting through, and I had like one character I could use, and was like, wow, I really need to get like these certain like level ups, or like these certain boosts, so I can like start doing halfway decent, and like unlock some more characters that have better abilities and things like that. And it was such a grind. But then I found out there's this one Arcana that makes it so much easier, because every once in a while it would give you. It's one of those things that it's kind of one of those ones that you take later on, but it's never the one that you take first. I forget what it's called, but it's one of the like dark Arcanas, and it will constantly like, it's one of the newer ones, and I think it like just came out like the most recent update, and I had already unlocked it. I totally forgotten what it's called, but it will like every once in a while, like every few seconds, like 10 seconds or so, it'll like roll, and it'll give you either a skull, a clover, a crown, or the mask for like increased coins or whatnot. And depending on what you get, it will like give you a bonus to certain things. Like, let's say you get one of each. Well, it will up enemy difficulty by a little bit for a duration. It'll up the amount of experience you get if you get a crown, or if you get the skull, it'll make the enemies more difficult. If you get a crown, it'll up the amount of experience that you get from the gems that are already on the ground. So that one's awesome. If you get the mask, it'll up the amount of gold that you get, and if you get the clover, it'll up your luck for a little bit of time and make it so that some of the items that you get from like power-ups and whatnot are a little bit better. And you can roll like multiples of each, but if you roll like all four of one, it'll usually give you like some sort of something special. For example, if you roll all skulls, it will actually kill all the enemies on screen, but then spawn like a very powerful enemy. And if you defeat him in a certain amount of time, you'll get a chest. If you don't, he'll just F off. Let's see. If you get... Let's see. If you get like the crowns, it'll just really upgrade the amount of experience that you get from all the gems that are on the floor. It'll just, as you get through, you just see all those gems, upgrade them, and you'll level up a ton. It's actually really good for leveling. If you get all four clovers, that's the best one, because if you get all four clovers, it will upgrade one of the chests that's on the ground. So for example, if you just get like a normal like brown wooden chest, it'll upgrade it to a silver chest, which means that if you have an upgrade that you can get, it will just automatically give you that upgrade. If there's a silver chest, it'll give you a gold chest, which is immediately going to have 4 upgrades for any of your items. And then upgrade, let's see, it will have like 4 levels up for any of your items, or an upgrade for one of your items if you have an upgrade. And then that 5th slot is going to be reserved for a weapon that you don't have. So you just get an extra weapon above the extra 6. Those are awesome. And then the one that carried me through that adventure was the one, if you get all 4 masks, it will just spawn a bunch of pots that have a bunch of money in them. And in the middle of that money will just be 1,000 gold. You have to break the pots to get to it, which can be kind of hard early on. But if you can get to that, like in the beginning, where you're getting like maybe like 500 gold a run, and you can upgrade like 1, maybe 2 things beforehand, all of a sudden you go from getting like maybe 500 to getting like, the first time I turned that on, I got like that I got, and all of a sudden I could get a bunch of levels up, and it was so easy from there. It was so easy from there. Oh, man. I forget what that Arcana is called. It's going to drive me crazy. Actually, hold on. Let me just look that up. I need to be... My... But whatever. Who cares? This is my stream. I can do this for as long as I want. No one can stop me. It's no one here, too. Vampire. Survivors. Arcanas. Okay. Vampire Survivors Wiki. Arcanas. Let's see. Darkaso. Sapphire Mist. No, it is Call of the Mad Moon. That's what it's called. Effect depends on random results and player stats. Luck improves treasure chest and light sources. Growth improves XP crystals. Greed improves gold pickups. Curse enemies gain move speed and health. Yeah, that's something that I wouldn't have been able to do until like the most recent one. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, officially. Oh yeah, and they also stealth dropped a new weapon. I didn't realize this until I was going through, and I was like, I cannot remember how to upgrade this one weapon. And because I was in a remember how to upgrade this one weapon, and because I was in a uh,